All right, back for another beer review, and today I'll be reviewing yet another beer from the Crooked Pecker Brewing Company, and they're out of Chagrin Falls, Ohio, and this is their Tree Museum. So this is a hazy IPA that comes in at 7.7% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed. Time of review, and this can is approximately 4.5 weeks old. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out once again to a very good friend of mine and viewer of the channel, Curtis, for this beer. So big thanks to him. In the description box, I'll post a link to the beer mail unboxing video I did that contains all the goodies that Curtis sent my way. And he sent me a small yet very impactful beer mail that included 4 beers, 2 of which were from Crooked Pecker and were pretty much the catalyst for the beer mail. The first one, Throw Away Your Television, really good. I think it was Citra and Simcoe hopped, or Simcoe and Citra. I think Simcoe was listed first, so probably more Simcoe. Really good, kind of different for those 2 hops, but really good. This one, more my speed. Why? On the side of the label here, it says hops Motueka and Nelson Sauvin. If you're going to do a combo of hops, I think at this point in my life, Motueka and Nelson, probably a little bit more adventurous in my wheelhouse than, say, Simcoe and Citra. But we'll see. So I do know that Curtis really enjoyed both of them, but I think he liked this one more. You correct me if I'm wrong, Curtis, but I think that's what I remember. So anyway, let's crack this one open, get in the glass, see what we got going on, using the Barn Cat glass here because they are defunct, but they kind of remind me of Crooked Pecker in that they're like a small kind of brewery in Chagrin Falls, which is a suburb of Cleveland. I never heard of them before Curtis mentioned them. So, and this one has the Haze for Days. Plus, on their labels, the reason why Curtis thought I would like their beer is because he said they're very balanced, like with the dryness and whatnot, and right on the label at the top there, you'll be able to see it. It says brewing balanced beer. And that's what I'm looking for nowadays. I'm looking for balanced beer, especially when it comes to hazies. This has the, so, it's a little bit warm outside, so the condensation's crazy on this one. But this, my friends, is the milky goodness that so many people look for nowadays. Plain and simple, this is what they look for, as that milky, kind of like orange-yellow color, murky, turbid. If I put up the contraband flashlight to the beer, you're not seeing through it, doesn't matter. Just over a finger of an off-white, some would say bright white, soap sudsy head with a little bit of creaminess to it, but for a hazy, this is right in the wheelhouse of what I think most people would prefer, including myself. So let's get a nose. One thing I've noticed with the 2 beers, the only 2 beers I've had from Crooked Pecker, the nose has this beautiful, like, and again, it could be hop burn that's kind of dissipated, but it has this nice green vegetal, like hop matter kind of nose to it. Like you can smell it. I'm also getting in this one a little vanilla. I doubt they use lactose, but maybe coming from, maybe the yeast, maybe the malt. Dude, this smells like like a lemon lime creamsicle. You could say lemon lime soda pop, like a Sprite. Dare I say a 7-Up. Definitely don't say Starry. Actually, hot take. I basically drink 0 sugar soda pop nowadays. Starry is superior to Sierra Mist, which was trash. And I actually did a blind taste test with my 2 cousins on lemon lime soda pops, and Sprite was the clear winner for 2 of us. And Sierra Mist was definite loser. Although the only person who got all 4 said Sierra Mist was the best. Jerry will never watch this because you're not supposed to be drinking beer. But let me just tell you, you're fucking wrong, even though you're right. I was going to go drink it. What the fuck am I doing? This is a terrible review. But yeah, it has that lemon lime kind of like sweetness, perceived sweetness. A little bit of that like grapey white wine kind of thing going on from the Nelson. Dude, it's green hop matter, vegetal, lemon lime, white grapes, maybe a little bit of like a ruby red grapefruit. This smells awesome. This smells better than the Throw Away Your Television for myself personally. We'll see if it's better. Cheers, everybody. Thanks again, Curtis. Just let me stretch my legs out here for a second. Yeah, this is fucking delicious. Where am I looking? Nowhere. Another sip. Creamy vanilla lemon lime, but fucking super dry on the back end. All right, let me bring my legs back, and we can't be kicking up on a beer review. Body mouthfeel. This isn't too big body wise. 7.7%. higher side of medium, we'll say. So I think it's appropriate. I feel like throw away your television was a little bit like thicker, just slightly. A little bit dialed back, but I think it helps this. The mouthfeel is awesome. Has that moderate spritzy carbonation with a smooth, creamy sensation going down the second half. People might wonder what I mean by that. It's like, as I take a sip, right? Tip of the tongue, about halfway through the palate. The carbonation is dancing on my palate. But as I continue on through the palate and then I actually swallow it, what happens is it smooths out, and then I notice like there's a little bit like a creamy kind of feeling on the sides of the palate. It is what it is. I could be completely wrong, but it's my fucking palate. And even though my palate may be stupid, it's all right. It happens. Mouthfeel spectacular. Body, little bit thin, but I think works for me. The taste. This is not one of those beers where I'm getting a lot of different characteristics and I have to break it down and whatnot. Very simple. It's lemon lime through and through. I don't think, like I said, they use if they use lactose, they're not putting it on the label. Some breweries do that. I wish you had to actually disclose that there was lactose in it. Not saying there's lactose in it, because I don't think there is. But let's say if there was. I wish it was on the label. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. I'm not accusing Crooked Pecker or everything. I'm just saying the beer industry as a whole, you don't have to list certain things. Lactose is one of them. But I'm getting an omnipresent, creamy, lemon lime soda pop, kind of like Sprite 7-Up vibe. Definitely fucking not Starry or Sierra Mist. Although Starry, like I said, better than Sierra Mist. It has just like that lemon. I like it's lemon lime. It's sweet lemon lime. Like I don't know how else to describe it. There's underlying a little bit of like a grainy kind of crackery malt sensation, very minute. And there's also a little bit of like an underlying like citrus, like orange, grapefruit, but more rindy and pithy. Finishes with that green vegetal kind of hop character, but this is more like dank and herbaceous than the other one was. This is, to me, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drink a shit ton of pints of this. The body's lighter. It's not overly sweet. It's not overly complex. And I feel a lot of times with complex beers, they're sippers for me. So I'll be sitting there taking a sip, trying to contemplate and understand what I'm drinking. For this, I understand it right away, and I just like the taste. This, to me, is, if they brew, like, this should be one that should be like their flagship or one of their rotating. Like, I don't know anything about Crooked Pecker. So I would say from my own standpoint, if this was a beer that would be released on a rotating basis, I would be buying this every time it came out. A 4-pack every single time at the very least. This is just a drinking beer that is absolutely fucking delicious. On the finish, it also is bone dry with a mild to moderate bitterness. They said brewing balanced beer. It is. It's sweet up front, very dry in the back with a little bit of that bitterness. There is no hop burn. It's just that green vegetal kind of like hop matter feeling I have on the back of the palate. 7.7%. No warming in my chest, nothing on palate. Hides the alcohol extremely well. Glass lacing isn't the best. It is what it is. It's decent. It's decent. The glass lacing is decent. Let's be honest here. It's not terrible. One more sip and I'm locking a rating. This is fucking like Motueka and Nelson. That combination I love. A little bit of that vanilla too, like underlying vanilla. Wherever, like, look how much I drank. I could drink this entire fucking thing on camera. It's crazy. This is just fucking awesome. Like, I don't know what to say about it other than Tree Museum from Crooked Pepper. Crooked Pepper? Probably better than their actual name. Nah, I'm just joking. Crooked Pecker. I actually don't like saying that either. This is going to give... dude, I'm fucking hammered because I drank like fucking 3/4 of beer already. I'm going to give this a low... Fuck. You know what? Listen, you got to go with your heart, even though my heart's not 100% functional. I'm going to give it a low 4.75. I'm going to go 4.7. This is fucking much better than the throw away your television. Thank you very much, Curtis. Curtis knows my palate. I talk about this a lot. But when it comes to Curtis and I, we agree like about 90% of the time. We have a very similar palate. And the fact that he knew that these two beers would be right in my wheelhouse, this more so than the other, he's right. And I think I like this more than him. I don't remember his ratings. I think he gave this like around a 4 or 5, maybe 4 or 4, something like that. This is awesome. Price point availability, he didn't know what he paid for it. I don't know what you paid for it. I would assume this is somewhere around $20 4-pack at the brewery. Probably like $5 to $6 for a single can. All fucking day, every day for a beer like this. Availability, it's Crooked Pecker. They're a suburb, or they're in a suburb, Chagrin Falls, Ohio, of Cleveland. I've never seen their beers going through Ohio. I go to Red Wine and Brew a lot. A couple other spots in like Mentor, Ohio, and on the east side of Cleveland. Never seen their beers, so I don't know if they get any distro. All I know is this is fucking divine. And if you live anywhere close to Chagrin Falls, I know a very good friend of mine, fellow beer tuber Anderson over at Ginger Yeti Road Beers. He actually just went there. They make a beer called Accidental Anderson. His name is not Anderson. I think his last name is Anderson. First name, I won't say it, but it's Anderson. And so he had to drink that beer. He forgot to pick up cans or a crowler of it when he's at the brewery to review, but he needs to review that beer at some point. But yeah, this is fucking awesome. I wish I could get Crooked Pecker a little bit easier here in Buffalo, New York, because I'd like to review more of their stuff. This is exactly what I want out of a hazy. It's balanced, fruity, has that nice, like, you know, different, like, green, vegetal, dank, herbaceous. It's balanced hazies is where it's at. 7.7%, you can't tell. A little bit lighter on the body to make it drinkable beyond, you know, like sometimes the bodies are too bogged down from the viscosity. It's like, I drink half of them like, it's a chore to drink. Not this one. And on top of that, the mouth feels superb. So 4.7 out of 5. Good job, Crooked Pecker, even though a random nobody here on YouTube is telling you that you're making good beer, you probably already know it. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to shut this one down. Huge thanks to Curtis. That finishes up the box of goodies he sent my way. Like I said, small yet impactful. I'm very happy he shared these 2 Crooked Pecker beers with me. So thank you very much, Curtis. If you've had anything from this brewery, whether it's this beer or others, let me know what you thought about it. What's your favorite Hazy IPA brewed with Motueka and Nelson? I would love to know. Appreciate it. To the next one. Cheers.